All right, I'm going to show you today how we can blog with Pic-Time and Showit, how you can embed a Pic-Time, the new Pic-Time blog feature into your Showit site, and all of the SEO settings that you need to use in order to get it working just right. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to go into this gallery, a newborn session. You're going to click into your photos, and then you're going to click here. This little icon is create a blog. You can name the blog post to whatever you want it to be. And then you can choose from these different styles. Now, if you look through, you can kind of see the different layouts that are available within each style. There are more than what's shown here. I've used this single one. I actually like the look of the organized as well, just depending on what your style is for your site. Editorial would work for a different kind of site. It doesn't work for the branding for my photography website, but the organized and the single really fit and would give me a cohesive look. So I'm going to go into, and then this full is edge to edge of your blog post. Organized is more my speed. I'm going to go into that one. And then you get to choose your images. You'll notice in my galleries, I have proofs, a scene, and then a final images scene. I do soft proofing, so I upload lightly edited images to my Pic-Time galleries, let clients choose their favorites from there. There's another video on my YouTube channel here that has more details about that. So I'm just going to go into view all photos of the final images and pick some favorites. Um, let's see, those I'll do side by side. I love these ones with the kids. So sweet. A mom and a dad one. And then I love these. She was a fall baby. Mom was like obsessed with baby being born in October. So she got her wish. It was so funny. Let's see. Make sure that I get some good variety in here. I love these little details. Peetsies, fingers, perfect. So then you're gonna click add photos up here. Now you can go through and put your text in. With Showit, I don't like to have a title within the Pic-Time version. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I want my Showit title that's like standard in my Showit template to be the title for this blog post. I'm also going to go ahead and click style and change the color palette. I just like a light like that. Black and white works for me, matches my branding. You can also go in and make a custom template where you can change all of these colors to be your brand colors. I'm going to stick with the light one, easy peasy, making it easy on myself. And then fonts for my site, I know that I use Old Standard TT, which is that what we're using here? This is Baskerville. So I'm going to go ahead and just change the fonts on each block for myself. This layout matches what I would typically do in a blog post so well. I'm actually going to change just a very few things. I'm going to swap this image into that place. So I'm going to make another block that is, let's see, 3 images. I'm going to put them like lifestyle one and that one. And then, whoops, oh, I wanted this one. And then I'm going to change this layout to be a 2 photos. And you can either have them vertical or horizontal. And I think that works better for that one. You can also change like the edit borders, the setting in between, the size in between the images. I personally like the extra small. That works for me. Works for my setting, my setup. This one I'm going to change the borders around so that these kind of are more consistent together. And change this to extra small as well. I like that less kind of space in between. And I will probably see this picture is duplicated, which is not. You can add more photos from your gallery. Those are the ones I've already chosen. I'm going to pop this one in. And I'm actually going to replace that photo. Nope. Don't like that. Changed my mind. Oh, that's the same photo. So I can't get this quite to look how I want it in my head. So I'm actually going to change this layout to be a text layout. Just going to go straight text. And we're going to change the text by clicking here. We're going to change our font so that it matches my website design settings. Then if you wanted to add like more text throughout, you can do that. You can use the layouts from other styles as well. You don't have to stick to just the layout that's in the style that you originally chose. We'll put more text here. And then I put a call to action at the end. So we'll write this blog post optimized for keywords that I'm looking for. This one, I would probably be talking about just the celebration of welcoming that final baby into your family, completing your family as a family of 5. I might talk about how mom was just so excited to have a girl to complete their family. I talk about the fall vibes, things that people are maybe going to be searching for in Google. Um, the other nice thing here that I want to point out is this feature where you can see what your blog post is going to look like on mobile. You usually don't get to see that, right? Like that's not something you get to see as easily. And then you can change the layout here as well. So like say we wanted to do that, and I would swap those, this and this. There you go. So that would be kind of like how I would kind of mess with that to make sure that I liked the layouts of everything that is showing up. And like this works, but I don't like the borders so big. So there we go. That is a nice feature. Those are the main things. These layouts that have text, these title layouts have H1 and H2 tags assigned to different parts of them. I'm not exactly sure how you tell um, which heading tag is assigned to each piece of text. So I would love to learn more about that because I would like to have more uh, subheadings and things throughout my posts. Want to make sure that they're properly labeled. So I will get back to you when I find out more about that. So next we would click share and SEO. Yep, I'm going to just continue without editing. And you click here to set up SEO. So in order for Google to find this page, you do want to allow indexing of this page. You do not need to put the SEO description here in Pic-Time. We're going to add that in WordPress on our backend. You can put it in both places as a fallback, but it's not necessary. We're going to click this little box here that says index only the embedded URL of this blog post. Next, I would go back over into my WordPress dashboard and write add new post. I'm going to make the bones of the post here in WordPress. I put my WordPress title here. Um, so I would go ahead and put my SEO title that I want to show up in my URL. That's the canonical way that I have my blog posts set to work in here. And then I would save draft. When I save the draft, it's going to update the URL over here. I'm going to copy that URL and then go back into Pic-Time and put it here as the canonical URL. Make sure that if you're copy pasting that it does not say opens a new tab. Next, we're going to go ahead and put in our alt text for our images. So alt text is a description of the image. Here it's saying for use it for 5 of your most relevant photos. I end up doing alt text on all of my images. I want Google to be able to understand what every image is about. So I would describe the image here for alt text. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so I've got all of those alt text titles or alt text fields filled in. I love how easy it is to like go through and and update the alt text within this platform. It's definitely a more time consuming project on the WordPress side. And then the magic button that I love is auto rename files right here. You click this and it uses the alt text you created and renames all of the photos to more SEO friendly titles. Something to note here is that they don't change the title of the image within your gallery. It's only within the blog post. So, like, you're still delivering your client their images with their name or whatever file name on them. Um, but then your blog post has the right SEO friendly details in it. So then we're going to click apply and we're going to go to integrate. You will then choose these options. I do like my posts to be able to be shared on Pinterest, so I'm going to leave that one checked. And then I'm going to uncheck Lightbox. I personally just don't like that option for you to like click a photo and it get bigger on the screen. Just not my thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy this. We are standard within the Showit platform. We'll be using the standard format here. There's a Wix one as well. We don't need that. So we're going to go Command C, copy that, and then we're going to go into our post on WordPress and add a block, custom HTML. You'll paste that um, into, you'll paste that code from Pic-Time into your WordPress Showit and backend. And then you can click preview and you can see it populates all of your images. If I had text here, it would populate that as well. Just because I haven't written it, it's not there yet. I, again, do not use the title block from Pic-Time because I like the formatting to match um, my Showit template. So I'm going to show you the next thing that you're going to need to do. We've got the SEO of the images here, but we don't have SEO into the WordPress post backend. So things that we need to do, we need to go in and update our category. This is newborn, this is studio, and you can select a primary category here. You can go in and add your tags onto your post. These help with SEO as well. You're going to go in and set your featured image. This is a little bit of a pain to me because we have to go in and upload the photo. So you'll have to go into Pic-Time. So I'm going to go into the gallery here. I wish they had chosen this one. Click to final images and download one for that featured image. Now that I've got it downloaded, it in and update the alt text description and title for this image. Set that as a featured image. Next, you'll write your excerpt. So this is what, if you say you're sharing it to social media, it's going to be the text that goes into that like blog post automatically. I also will end up then copy pasting this into the meta description here at the bottom of the page. That way, that's what Google shows. If you're searching Google and your blog post shows up, it's what shows up under the title of the link. So whatever you want that to be. This is probably not the best example of copy to put in there, but just doing something quick and dirty to show you how it all works. So those are all of the things that we need to change and fix. All of the SEO from the images and the text, the copy of the blog post itself that you wrote in Pic-Time will show up in your Showit and WordPress backend. And Google will be able to find them. I'm going to go ahead and publish this post. I will go back and fix it later, but at least to just show you what it looks like. And you can see here there are additional settings. Don't worry about your red lights on Yoast. The Yoast software within WordPress cannot see the content that is in that HTML link, but Google can. So again, just it's not necessary to worry about the Yoast SEO selection there. And I'm going to go ahead and publish that. So you can see what it looks like live. You can see the Pinterest button is on all of the images. When I hover, you can see the alt text for these images shows up just for that header one, I guess. And then my title for this blog post came from the title that I wrote in my, oh, it's not going to show me the right window, in my WordPress dashboard. This is what the standard layout for my blog posts is. It's the title and the featured image, and then the content of the blog post here. So you can kind of see what that all looks like. You can put links here. My blog template has this share option. It has comments embedded. The previous post, this one was also done with Pic-Time. You can see what that looks like. All done. And then this one was done just directly in WordPress. You can kind of see the difference. The font size is different. Same font though, because I used the correct font in my Pic-Time settings. Back one more. So that shows you kind of the difference between my WordPress layouts and the Pic-Time gallery layouts option. Really though, the Pic-Time options make it super fast and easy to blog. Blogging is such a important piece of your marketing. It gives you a way to connect with people, a way for them to find your work and see your work, and it keeps your website content fresh and updated. Google loves fresh content. It loves to see that you're still active. So by blogging, you're giving them more content to crawl and more keywords and text to read to show people that you are relevant to their search terms. One last thing I want to show you on the Pic-Time end. Within Pic-Time, when I click this and I say done, nope, share, continue without editing. This social media promo is kind of cool. It makes a little video of the blog post for you that you can share to social media. So you could share it as a reel, you could share it as a story, you can share it as a post. It also gives you these little images that you can share, makes like the little collages for you, which is kind of nice too. So you could make a reel out of these. It gives you the text blocks that you created as images as well. So that is just one more little key feature in Pic-Time. I hope this has been helpful and that you get blogging. If you have more questions about blogging with Pic-Time or with Showit and WordPress, drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer you. Thank you.